Hi Libra, welcome into a general weekly reading for you. I hope you're doing well. As I thoroughly cleanse the energy, we're going to jump into the cards in a second, but do remember to book a personal reading with me. All the information is down below. Just shoot me a quick email and I'll definitely get that started for you, okay? Let me just get myself situated. There's something about people welcoming you to an environment, even if it feels continued. I keep seeing the word welcome here in Bakersfield, California, where I recently moved. This could even come from spirit, of course, right? But it definitely could be from other people in your waking world. But what do we have, as I got a flower in there, for Libra? Flowing out, the Page of Wands. I'm hearing new beginnings, new passion, a release coming to be in one if not multiple ways that feels quite on point for you. Where you feel like a butterfly or a dragonfly coasting forward. Note that this is how things are more so meant to feel for you along your path. Allow for the struggles to dissipate is now what I'm feeling. Or I heard it, but it was meant to come through that way. Keywording. I'm being drawn to what looks like a lizard on her pants, and I feel like your ability to regrow, to replenish, to fix is coming into play. You're going to feel like it's cleanup time at certain points, whether it's work related, at home, habit or two coming into play. But you're going to see that you are shining in the midst of busy times for a lot, maybe even as well or in general in the midst of simplicity. But there's something about how you're not overdoing it in the mental department. Now, spirit might be, right, for the better and or for the worse, but you are simply doing what you have to do and not overthinking it. You might be remembering a lot throughout the week that you went through, what you were gaining knowledge-wise, wisdom-wise, but your dreams may be feeling quite vivid as well. Let's keep pulling. And where you feel comfortable, that's purposeful. Where you don't, please know that that's as well purposeful. Flopping out, we have the Emperor card. What you're not meant to plan for, what you're not meant to foresee is what I'm getting. On point. Allow for things to flow more so in your favor, and do know that there is more support and guidance in the spiritual realm, and as well people in your life, for one person in particular than it feels like, okay? But I want to say that you are wanting some change that isn't divinely aligned for you just yet, but there's other change in your world that you're needing to notice from the recent past, how that's benefiting you and currently, and that will help you adjust your perspective and therefore manifest even more in what that was for you for the future or is. But the Page of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Death and Rebirth card, because you're going to see evidence that things are actually churning for your benefit, okay, working for you. People are going to feel connected to you and learn more about your existence, maybe how you're changing, but you will find that without even meaning to, and maybe meaning to in different ways, helping other people learn more about what they're going through and what they're needing to expect moving forward. But I'm being shown this right here. They keep wanting these to come through in readings as eyes, if you can see the details, and you can notice how there's three, because you have two eyes to see in one way and a third eye opening, or more so opening, as we speak, as the week trickles on. So they're saying when things feel very vivid, very obvious, very remembering, once again, is the wording I'm getting, know that this is part of that process. You're changing and you're growing, and the vibe is off at certain points to teach you, to remind you, to help you move forward productively. But I feel like you're needing to either study, read things of importance, maybe both. There's going to be a lot of guidance wrapped up into YouTube videos. Instagram is what I'm getting, and spiritual occurrences naturally. But the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Swords, what you're not meant to cut out yet, it feels like a job for a lot. It could be a connection. Please remember that this timing is on point. We've planned for this. We're extending this as need be. You can't force endings, new beginnings. I mean, you can. It's just going to create a lot of difficulty, right? But this feels like one that's meant to have a temporary feeling of importance, of benefit. And then if or when it's meant to come to an end or transition differently towards a different chapter, if you will, you're going to find that simply comes to be. Where you don't feel the money is present, I wouldn't be surprised if at least some of which comes in throughout the week, and some of which there's a focus on a new career opportunity of some sort, even if it's expansion for something continuing. but it feels like somebody in your midst at a certain point, if not a couple, very impatient, while I do sense that you are quite patient. Now, you may find that there's somebody around you who reminds you to be more patient, and how that does lie within, even if you're feeling quite patient in your own awareness at that point. It feels like a slow moving but busy week for you for the most part, where what you don't know is okay, all right? But what you remember, what you gain knowledge-wise, experience-wise, super, super purposeful, all right? And so remember that things are about to pick up in pace as far as growth, as far as progression and communication and bonding as well. Now, there are certain people admiring you, Libra, throughout the week that feel so connected to you, and they can't put their finger on why. And if you're predictive in nature like myself, being drawn to this reading, you're going to be reminded and or informed of how powerful and on point that is, okay? Look at this. We're not eliminating what feels necessary, but we're reminding you and maybe pushing you towards the removal of what is weighing you down, okay? And it feels like there's a time of reflection at certain points throughout the week, but at other points you need to put your foot on the brake and remember when a spirit's pushing you for negativity and not to help you. But as well, there's going to be a strength and an ability coming through in certain ways, but one is going to be your ability to step away from a conversation that is meant to go nowhere good. It's not benefiting you in one, if not multiple ways. But I feel like you are remembering, again, what's not meant to come to an end, at least not yet. And there's a sense of you healing through what feels heavy in energy, maybe, but as well, you healing in the midst of what's meant to continue and benefit you once again. There's a real focus. Okay, you're real. This is feeling real, more so for some. But there's a focus on you, vibing with certain people's energy and the energy of a situation better than you expect and have expected, I feel. But you're going to feel the healing is so necessary, all right, from that work situation for a lot, even in the midst of working, in the midst of doing creative things or just going through the mundane tasks. What you once felt was bland is not meant to feel bland at this time, all right, or at least not as much. On the way towards more. That's kind of the vibe. You're going to feel the presence of spirits more throughout the week than you once did, even if you were super, super connected. And that's because you're changing, you're growing, and I feel like a lot of which you're going through an awakening, an increase in spirituality potentially. But there's something about the color blue and certain imperfections in your world. And I do feel like you're going to feel very emotionally disconnected from certain people, places, and situations. It's because you're manifesting very efficiently. It's because you're not meant to feel an overwhelming attachment to what's not yours to carry, even what is yours to carry, okay? It just feels like the lightness needs to be more so in your world, and you need to float forth towards so much more, okay? I just heard walk on a cloud, my friend, walk on a cloud. There's going to be a snap and a flip and a sway about your energy and your movements and spirit playing around and supporting. And it's just going to feel like a bit of an all over the place kind of week, but you may even enjoy it more than you expect, okay? Keep adjusting when need be. Don't force it, but don't hold yourself back. Trust your intuition. Yeah, again, the color blue, but different shades of colors might come into play, especially blue. You deserve comfort, peace, and happiness. That's going to be reminded to you. We're dating you back to a school period of your life. It feels like preschool or maybe another period for you individually, and this will remind you of a lot, okay? It's even if you don't want to remember all of it, let's keep pulling. The cards are feeling quite all over the place. It's okay to stop speaking, my friend. It's okay to pause. It's okay to stop and figure it out more so, because I feel like you want to keep going. You want to feel the consistency flowing. It isn't all about consistency leading to greatness. Sometimes it is, but at times it's about finding the balance, the organic progression, okay, coming to be, and remembering the benefit of stopping and flowing and combining both all the meanwhile, okay? Ooh, that just kind of flopped back into the deck. That was powerful. The World card. To wrap up your reading, my friend, your world is changing, it's growing, you're changing and growing, but there's a feeling of you elevating at certain points throughout the week that you deserve, you need even, as your world, even your spiritual world, develops to your advantage. Find the flow, find the balance, be one with the growth, and allow for yourself to remember you are one strong Libra, and this week is helping you embrace that and flow forth towards more, okay? You're one beautiful being. I hope you have an amazing week. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time.